What up, guys? Mad Viking back. This is a news video, of course, and there's been a ton of news in the past couple days, couple weeks. Some really big stories. Everybody and their mother already knows that Dean Ambrose is leaving the WWE, but I've already read today that the WWE is throwing huge money at him for a 5-year contract with incentives for Renee Young added into it, and was it creative control? But it wouldn't be full creative control. I don't believe that at all. I think it finally hit him. Yeah, if he leaves, he's going to AEW. I think that is pretty easy, pretty for sure bet that that's going to happen. What was it? Also, because this all kind of broke after Raw on Monday. When he was doing that promo after he lost to Seth Rollins, he was supposed to do a promo. Well, apparently, Vince changed his mind and sent out Nia and Tamina, and that's what happened. So that was said to have pissed him off big time, too. Another reason he wants to leave is because he said he's tired of the hokey shit that WWE is pushing. And he didn't like the way his characters changed, you know, with the gas mask and being like a germaphobe and all this other crap. But it's been pretty common knowledge, apparently, in the WWE that he's wanted out for a long time. So it is kind of shocking to people that he's leaving. I mean, obviously, WWE ain't the end-all, be-all. Funny thing is, he ain't the only one. Hideo Itami, he is done. He is gone. He's finished up his deal with the WWE at the last SmackDown taping. He is out of here. Do I think he's going to AEW? No, I think he's going back to New Japan, where he'll be a returning hero, so to speak. New Japan is trying to compete with the WWE, and getting him back would be a big deal for him. So I think he's going back to Japan. But this isn't shocking with him either. I mean, how many years have they had this dude? 4, 4.5, 5. When he was signed, it was made how he was the Hulk Hogan of Japan. And what has the WWE done with that guy? Now, yeah, they can blame some momentum change from his NXT days where he got hurt. And then basically Shinsuke Nakamura took the ball, and Shinsuke should be, I've said it before, Shinsuke is in Hideo Itami's spot. But Hideo is gone. He ain't coming back. At least we're going to get a cool elite finally. Other than that one basic we had, there was no Hideo figures. What is it? Takashi Iizuka retires from New Japan. He is an old wrestler. He looks old, but I mean, he's done. Kushida, of course, who's left New Japan, he's coming to the WWE. It hasn't been said, but where else is he going? One of the reasons he left is he wanted to turn heel, but he's been such a, what do they call it, meat and potato baby face. His whole entire career, it wouldn't have made any sense. But he not only wanted to turn heel, he wanted to join the Bullet Club. And apparently it was news to everybody in the Bullet Club, because Tama Tonga was like, we were never told. So, yeah, that was another reason why he left. Juice Robinson, Chase Owens, and Naito all re-signed with New Japan, but they must be some sort of a deal set in place, because Juice Robinson is in Ring of Honor as well. Oh, and Rocky Romero was re-signed with New Japan. Of course, with the AEW floating around, AJ Styles has been offered a deal with the company. And if you haven't caught recently in the last few days, it's been leaked how the WWE is offering double the money to anybody who re-signs new contracts with the WWE right now. So, like for AJ, he was making 2.4 million a year. That's before merchandise sales. Well, now he can make 4.8 million. But I don't think he wants the full-time schedule. I think he could leave just because he would get paid the same money with AEW, but he wouldn't have the schedule. And he wants to be home more with his family. So this one is definitely going to play out. He said when this contract is over, he wants to retire. That's always what wrestlers kicking around the 40 age limit start to say, because they want one more big contract. But like I said, we're going to have to see how that goes with AEW. AEW is supposed to be announcing a TV deal sheet here shortly. There was supposed to be some big AEW announcement coming last week, but I've never seen it or heard it, so don't know what that is. Oh, Cody and the Bucks deal with the WWE has been revealed. They were offered a AJ Styles level contract, so that means $2 million each, at least $2 million each. Being the Elite was going to be on the network, and I wouldn't have trusted that deal whatsoever. That would have just been the way of the WWE to absorb their channel at some point, or when they left the company, because then they wouldn't be able to be using Being the Elite or the Elite name, because WWE is real sneaky like that. Just ask the Dudley Boys. Page was offered a top spot in NXT. He was going to be a headliner. Why would they split up the Elite and do that is beyond me. But it just shows you they're not serious. They just wanted Cody, Omega, and the Bucks, but Page would have been a package deal. Marty Scurll would have came later, obviously, if they went that way. And the Elite was going to headline a major storyline all the way up to Mania, which isn't even that long. And usually after 6 or 8 months, the WWE gets real sick of their new toys. And it's probably all it would take, because the WWE would have them signed to probably at least a 3-year contract. They would let those guys rot. They'd probably job them out. So I've always said it. I'm so glad, or I didn't want them to sign with the WWE, and I'm so glad they didn't. Let me see. Crazy Steve, Bram, Crimson, and Steiner all returned to Impact Television. And that's kind of good for Steve, I guess. He was promised all this crap to join NXT, and then they never did sign him. But they broke up. What was their name? What was that group? Decay, which was very popular. They signed him away, and that was the end of Decay. But now they're all back. WWE is to launch a UK performance center with more centers coming around the world. I know another one was going to be in Australia. I think possibly India. Where are they getting all this money? That is, I can see the UK because they got NXT UK there. But I mean, they are really extending, I would think, their financial limits with some of this stuff. It's like they're trying to bankrupt themselves. And I can hear a Blackhawk going over my house. Jericho says his AEW contract is his best he's ever had. And he is signed for 3 years. No word on what he is getting. So I would assume he's getting $2-3 million. Maybe more to be in AEW. I'm sure that'll come out in time, maybe after he leaves. And it's 3 years. 3 years he'll be 50, 51. Yeah, and he wants to retire in the WWE. I'm sure that's what he's hoping to get. Cena was supposed to have a Mania match with Lars. Of course, everybody knows this now. And Lars was supposed to have already debuted, but he had a panic attack. He was supposed to debut in a Raw and attack Cena. Well, the WWE was fine. They took him off that TV. He was supposed to be on SmackDown the next night. He didn't show up to SmackDown because he flew home, and he's kind of been in purgatory since then. There was even rumors that he was fired from the company, but obviously it's not true because nobody's heard that yet. I'm sure it takes a lot of pressure. I mean, the guy has not been in NXT very long, and they were going to put him against John Cena in literally, like, what, 2 months? I don't know. But I feel for the guy. Kaylee Ray and Jazzy Gabbert, who I read like a year ago, she had to retire from wrestling because of a neck injury. Well, they are joining the NXT UK roster. Walter debuted in whatever their takeover event was, and he confronted Pete Dunne. Come on, Cat. So they're setting that up. I know. Yes, I'm in the middle of something, though. You're going to knock my tripod over. Let me see. Juice Robinson, Ring of Honor, forms a new faction with Bandito. WWE didn't get him. Ring of Honor did. With David Finlay, that's, yes, Finlay's son. Mark Haskins, he's a big deal. Tennille Dashwood and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, and their faction's called Lifeblood. Come on, Cat. For the love of God. All right. Come on. All right. Trevor Lee announced his signing with the WWE. I still shake my head at this one. I swear they're just signing people to sign people. Oh, but he's also going to be in the next signing class with ACH. Oh, and what's her name? From Ring of Honor as well. And I've already said something about her. I can't believe they're signing her. I know it's on here somewhere. Oh, God. Yeah, WWE makes video of talent they want back, 2 of which were in the video. It's on their website, I believe, right now. I think I saw it when I was scanning it before the Royal Rumble. One of them was Bad News Barrett and Eva Marie. I wouldn't mind staring at Eva Marie again, but I mean, I think they only want her back because she's making a name for herself outside of the industry, and it has nothing to do with wrestling. So it's another person they could use to, you know, mainstream themselves. Oh, yeah, Melissa Santos from Lucha Underground. That's a big snag. Is now the Impact interviewer announcer for Impact. WWE was rumored to be bringing her in a couple of years back. What was that? So she could be with Alberto Del Rio, but that never happened. I could see how they got her to Impact, though, because she is married to Brian Cage. They have a kid together, from what I can tell. The Revival trademarks FTA. If you don't remember what FTA is, do you get it? No? Well, it's on their trunks now, which has a lot of people thinking, yeah, when their contract's up, we all know where they're going. They asked for their release recently, right after one of their losses to the Loser House Party. And, of course, they're not going to get it. They were denied it. And they've been doing some jobs ever since on TV. But it's been known that nobody owns the Revival's name at the moment, which is weird for the WWE not to be on the ball for that. And they are said to be trying to trademark the Revival. And if they get that, I think, yeah, they're definitely going to go to AEW. Mike and Maria supposedly asked for their release too. Maria did comment later on that she denied ever asking, but Mike Bennett never came out and denied ever asking, did he? We did get to see Maria pop her head up for this Royal Rumble on Sunday. Did we see Mike Bennett? No. Mike Bennett hasn't been on TV since, like, December of last year. Or not this last year, the year before. Something like that, which is a shame because he is a pretty good talent. But I think they're signed for years yet. So I think they were just hoping they got released. And obviously they knew it wasn't going to happen, or they figured it out wasn't going to happen. And now they're, like, playing ball. Oh, no, we didn't want to release because they don't want to be... I don't know that they'd just be sent home to write out their contracts, but they obviously just don't want to ride town to town to town and never be used. That would be horrible. But I guess, you know, they'd be collecting money. All Elite approached CM Punk again to sign with the company, but he is still under contract with UFC. At this point, man, who cares? He ain't going to talk seriously with anybody until that contract's up anyway. He had a fight contract, but I don't know how he's still under contract because they're not going to let him fight. That's for damn sure. They're supposedly going to make him some sort of an announcer for UFC, but at this point, like I said, everybody just needs to let the CM Punk thing go. There was even a picture of him in the Arizona, leaving the Arizona airport, and of course that's where the Rumble was this last Sunday. Nothing came of that. Yeah, I still don't know what this is. I saw an interview. Ziggler's supposed to be gone from the company. He changed all of his social media accounts to Nick Nemeth, his real name. I even saw an interview before the Rumble how he said he was on a hiatus. He's not working for them. And, of course, 2 days later, there he is in the Rumble. So I don't know what's going on there. I think he just works without a contract, to tell you the truth. And I'm sure now the WWE is like, we can't let him go because he would be a big signee for AEW as well. So they're going to pretend to like him again, I think. Oh, he was supposed to be embarking on his comedy tour. That's why I don't get any of this. Everybody knows that already. What is... Oh, Goldust supposedly wants out of his contract because he wants to go to AEW and work with his brother. And obviously, I don't know if it's the wrestler or not. Because, I mean, how many more wrestling years does this guy have? But I don't know how many years he has in his contract either, but I don't see the WWE letting him go either, just because he's Cody's brother. He wanted to appear at All In just for the event, and of course they wouldn't let him do that either. So, yeah, if they don't want to let him work one event for his brother, I mean, he ain't going to let him leave under contract to go work for him either. Also, if you didn't know, Billy Gunn was signed to AEW. He is a agent and producer. I don't know if that really got out. Nikki Cross, Killian Dane recently got married. I have a picture of what they looked like 10 years ago on my Instagram, also under the Mad Viking name. You wouldn't even know that was Killian Dane. I mean, he's a skinny, looking, normal dude, and she's even kind of cute there. Let me see. They have been dating for over a decade and finally got married. Never even knew it until they got married. Oh, yeah, JR and Mike Tenay will be announcers for AEW. That's going to be, has to be, the best announced team ever formed in the history of wrestling. Can't wait for that. I really do hope they get TV, because I am so upset. Impact moved to the Pursuit channel. My stupid cable network, cable company doesn't have Pursuit. And for whatever reason, they don't carry the El Rey network anymore either. I was wondering why I hadn't seen a new episode on my DVR in a while. And I love Lucha Underground. I am not a happy guy. That's why it's been forcing me to go back and watch WWE's products, because there's nothing to watch certain nights of the week. So, I don't know, man. I'm really upset I don't get to watch Impact anymore. I know it's on YouTube and stuff, but it's not the same. Oh, Cien almost, what's his, Cien Andrea almost, whatever the hell his name used to be. Now he's just Andrea. He is not happy with the company either. I don't know if he is anymore, because now obviously they're using him on TV. I mean, he's had some great matches recently, but he was pissed about his position in the company. This is a bona fide legend from Mexico, and he was mad the way he was being used. And he recently said in an interview that he's been telling top Mexican talent not to come to the WWE, because it's horrible here. Quote, horrible. So, yeah, that came out a little bit ago, too. But, yeah, I think he's, well, I don't know. I don't know that he's going to be happy, because now I hear that they're going to put him and Ray in a tag team together. I think this guy wants singles gold. I don't think he wants to be tag teaming, but whatever. Also, like AEW teased a TV deal coming. Cody teased the video game coming. Obviously, if that's true, it ain't happening anytime soon. I mean, they don't even have a full roster yet or an announcer. They've already said they have other people signed that haven't been announced yet. Obviously, like Omega's coming. It's not a secret. Omega's coming. Skrull will be coming at some point. They did just recently sign Jungle Boy. He's a California independent standout. He is the son of actor Luke Perry. I've only seen him on videos maybe once or twice, but he's supposed to be phenomenal. He has been signed recently. It was on, I guess, Nightmare Family. Cody Rhodes has his own YouTube channel now. And that was one of the first videos. But yeah, a video game, that'd be great. I'll support it. I hope it... Oh, and they said they wanted to have the same video game engine as, like, No Mercy and whatever, those classic video games. I mean... The 2K, whatever, they are so annoyingly hard and obnoxious. That's why I didn't buy one this year and make a video. You pay all that money and you don't enjoy the game. And I used to love wrestling games. So that does have me excited. So at some point we're going to get a classic wrestling game. Oh yeah, more on the Revival. They recently tweeted out, and this is kind of huge too. Don't matter where we go, we steal a show. No. Tweeted out. Don't matter, yeah, I guess it is. Don't matter where we go, we steal the show. And I guess we'll steal the show. And then Sasha Banks replied, take me with you. She is supposed to also be unhappy with the company. I do believe her contract is coming up here pretty soon. And I'm sure after this is when all of a sudden she got that title match against Ronda Rousey. She's been in a happy SOB for the least the last year and a half, if not two. So... who knows with her? Oh, God. Yeah, Michelle McCool and Layla are rumored to return to compete in the newly formed women's tag team division. God, I think I didn't write down their names. I had to look one of them up because I thought Layla was like 40-something. I believe she is 43, 44. And McCool is, I think, was 38 or 39. So that's a little weird. But, yeah, we'll see if that happens, all right? Rush. Mexican wrestling royalty, recently debuted on Ring of Honor. He is a CMLL legend. This dude was huge, too, for a Mexican. He was enormous. AEW interested in UFC, what's his name, Khabib. That's the guy, I think, that beat up Conor McGregor. Now, unless this guy's got some wrestling background, why I mean, do you guys really need that type of... It almost sounds like desperation, but whatever, to each their own. All Elite showed up at recent Bar Wrestling and Defiant Wrestling shows. Of course, to promote AEW. They teased signing Joey Ryan, but apparently Joey Ryan's under contract to Lucha Underground. I'm sure this is a joke, but apparently for the rest of his life. At the Bar Wrestling event, though, Christopher Daniels got his front tooth knocked out. They made it a part of the recent episode of Being the Elite. Yeah, here it is. Rachel. Okay, this is one of the... These are the names, the biggest names of the recent NXT signee class. Trevor Lee, ACH, Rachel Ellering, yes, that's Ellering's daughter, and Karen Q from Ring of Honor. She was in the Mae Young Classic. I don't get why they're signing her. I've never seen anything. I didn't see her wrestle in the Mae Young Classic, so maybe she impressed. She's on Ring of Honor TV all the time, and it's just like average matches. So, oh, and Sam Shaw. Sam Shaw is a Florida independent wrestler put around here, but he, of course you know him from Impact. He is in a great shape. He is a good-looking dude in great shape, so I am a little surprised, but I guess he's signed, and they're all going to the Performance Center. Jack Swagger invited the Elite to his Bellator match. R-Truth came out and sang his intro to the ring. Well, Jack Swagger did very well. He won in the first round, dominating his opponent, and made him tap out. That's only going to raise his stock as a badass, and he wants into AEW. He's made it very vocal that he wants in. So we'll have to see what happens there, right? But it did make me wonder, though, how did R-Truth get to go and sing for Jack Swagger, unless that's like the WWE's attempt to get him back into the fold, too? Because WWE doesn't do stuff like that. Velveteen Dream was supposed to be a secret entry in the Rumble. Obviously, that didn't happen. Sanjay Dutt and Abyss are supposedly WWE bound. I believed this at first. Abyss just wrestled on an independent show here by me 2 or 3 days ago, and he is scheduled, it's either in February or March, to wrestle again at this same building. So, I mean, if he's WWE bound, wouldn't he be ending his bookings? But I do want to go to that next show with the impression that it's possibly his last independent appearance. So that might be good for the channel. And if you didn't know, Abyss is still on-air talent. Sanjay Dutt sometimes is. They both had backstage agent and producer roles. And, I guess they are, yeah, they're leaving because Tommy Dreamer and Conan are supposed to be replacing them. So something must be in the works. Oh, yeah, jeez. This blew my mind. Omega and Chris Jericho both almost signed with Impact Wrestling. Omega was going to sign for a 30 or more date contract. Jericho was going to sign something similar. They said the money was very good. It was very worth their time to look it over. Jericho still wanted to wrestle in New Japan. So did Kenny. This was just going to be something on the side. And it's been rumored forever the Bucks were going to show up there. Jericho has been rumored forever. Jericho said he almost came this close, and then AEW became a thing. So could you have imagined Omega and Jericho in Impact? Oh, because Impact has a partnership with New Japan, so that's how that was going to work out. Jungle Boy, I already mentioned him. I already mentioned Hideo and Ambrose. Well, that's it for now that I can think of offhand. Like I said, that was a lot of big news, a lot of stuff recently. Still a little shocked with Ambrose. I do hope he goes to AEW because he would be a great signee. And they still... Tickets haven't been announced or the event, but they did say they were going to have a show in Jacksonville. If it's at their football stadium, I am not sitting outside in some crappy stadium seat, sweating monkey balls to go watch their event. Even though it would be historic, I don't know. We're going to have to see. I ain't promising anything. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think on anything I discussed here. What was that? Kurt Angle's? Oh! Yeah, how did I skip over that? Kurt Angle's niece was recently kidnapped, and the SWAT team, somehow somebody ratted out it was her ex-boyfriend. He kidnapped her and had her tied up in a house or something. SWAT team surrounded the house and found him cornered him hiding in a basement, and they basically swatted the house and went down and got his ass. She did have cuts and bruises and whatnot. I guess he was kicking the crap out of her. But how had that not been reported on any sites? Still had, that was like a week or so ago. I got it off of like AOL News or something. But yeah, Kurt Angle's niece recently was kidnapped. And this isn't like a 16-year-old girl. She looked like she was 20-something, mid to late, I don't know. So that had to be a big deal. But yeah, Kurt Angle's niece was recently kidnapped, but everything's fine. She was rescued. All right. But anyways, guys, that's it for now. Like I said, hit like, leave a subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notification button for all future content. I got my box today of something I was expecting to come. So yeah, maybe that'll be my next video. It's more Star Wars stuff, so more blacks. But anyways, guys, like I said, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.